Is this gonna be okay?
As long I'm not sure. Usually,
Because
I know they're very with adult labels. Because
mm,
that's
That
why.
might have to just be drank off screen is all.
well, I guess if I keep it like this, it
Yeah.
just
Here,
my
what's the
glass actually says Guinness, and there's actually Guinness
yeah.
in here, but it's just that.
Here,
Oh,
what's today
bro.
brought to us by besides before we go live?
Oh, Bombay.
Cool. It
Aaron, you
is.
say before we go live, we're already live.
Yep, we are already live, everyone.
We're just
Both
lucky
on
that I'm the
Twitch
only one
and
watching.
YouTube.
Hey. Well, welcome to the show and to the Kenku Club, everyone out there. We're so happy to have you.
Why is Twitch making noise in the background?
Oh, leave me alone.
I don't want Twitch to be making noise in the background.
Touch me like that, Twitch.
Hey, if you're playing League of Legends, that could mean something completely different.
True.
I am totally
me to-
clicking the wrong keyboard.
Me and Boba going, me and Boba, me and Boba, me and Boba, me and Boba, me and Boba going down by the river. Okay.
Meanwhile, everybody that turns in is gonna see all this. He's like, bubba, 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 bubba.
Hey, so Johan, would you want to do the Johan recap from last time, like you were talking about? Like last week's
Yes.
episode, recap by Johan.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, do that recap there, son.
All right, so Slate, couple things happened. Well, we were just kind of chugging through the jungle. We after we talked with the giant snake lady for a while, she kind of gave us a bit of a direction, a little bit more information about what we were doing and what was going on. We were part of some prophecy, which I'm not a big fan of because I don't like my destiny being told of. But still, so yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. After talking with her, we found out that we need to go to some place called Omo. Not quite sure what that is, but in which she put us under some big spell to like thing called a Gaia. I don't quite remember what it was, but we have to kill some guy who was a snake person, not the snake person that told us this stuff, a different snake person. We know that they're different because this snake person has a sword that comes fire or shoots fire. I'm not quite sure exactly on that one. I was kind of still paying attention to the fact that I was in a fucking prophecy, but whatever. So then we were walking through the forest trying to go to this area, and we kind of ran across something. I can't remember what we run across. Something kind of scary. We decided to kind of fight it. Party came to a realization that it could make Gooder bigger, like really bigger. So then Gooder got turned into a. That's right. We came across a picnic basket and a Huggy blanket. That's right. Now I've ran across a Huggy blanket before, but no picnic basket. Picnic basket wasn't quite my favorite, but whatever. So yeah, then we made Gooder into a really, really big alpaca, like a stupid long neck. I don't get why. And then the alpaca had a really weird tail. Still trying to figure that one out, but I'll get back to you on that one. I'm guaranteed some sort of magic was involved. But so just continuing on from that, Gooder then decided to headbutt the ground with the blanket. No, the blanket was on the ground. Gooder decided to headbutt the picnic basket into the earth. Very, very fast. Which caused all of us to jump. Then we just kind of kept moving along. And we realized what we're going to do. Our entire goal right now is, I believe, to ride Gooder to the ocean and hijack a pirate ship. I think that's about it. Don't quite know, though. Is that correct?
That's a thing.
That sounds very much like a thing that you guys are doing.
Oh yeah, and then we figured out that if I forgot completely, we figured out that we could kill the planet with Gooder.
Yeah.
That's right. Math was involved, and I left that to the smarter folk.
That
All
took
right
up
then.
the last like bit of the the game is figuring out how to turn me into a comet.
So,
Or,
yeah,
or when it hits the Earth, it's a meteor, right?
You've heard of Halley's Comet, but have you heard of the Gooder Comet?
Streaking across the sky in a blaze of glory
He's the
the-
dinosaur to end the dinosaurs.
to end all dinosaurs and
all right
dragons.
then. Well, let us continue. Anku Club, let's fly.
And
All
did you
right.
get my message about the Twitch status?
Uh,
You have it still up as streaming for charity. You should be able to edit that though and not cancel the stream. You should be able to just edit it.
I had it
quickly.
set up differently on OBS.
If you go into Stream Manager,
It says making dinos fly.
mine
on
said
my end.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't see it. It just says making dinos fly.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it just popped up that way for me. That was weird. Okay. We're good then. I just want to make sure.
All right, I appreciate the check though, because that's definitely something to know. So, those of you just joining in, welcome to the Kenku Club. This is Odyssey of Eternity. I am DM Kenneth, and welcome as we rejoin our brave, intrepid heroes in the process of trying to end the death curse. We will see where that takes them. As last we left off, they were gallivanting throughout the jungle, as Johan gave us a wonderful update on things.
Johan's now gonna have to remember what the hell we did last session at the beginning of every session.
Don't worry, I take notes. You can copy my notes, sir.
So, as you guys see on Battle Camp Supreme, you guys are currently right here. This is where you ended last week with a long rest. After Gooder gallivanted / destroyed a streak through the jungle, now to be known simply as Gooder's Scar.
Changing the landscape.
And I'm still on main screen. There you go. Thank you.
Aaron, you
Nah,
got to
we're
remember
pretty-
there's a delay on the live stream.
This is a beautiful face, but I don't think that the world wants to see it.
It is now on the Battle Cam Supreme. There's just a delay on the stream for the viewers at home, just by a little bit. So, what are you guys doing? You guys wake up fresh, bushy-eyed. How do you tear through the jungle again?
I believe the consensus was the same way as we did last time with a series of spells, including polymorph and haste.
Yeah, I think
Not
the only
necessarily enlarge.
I think the only debate was whether or not if we were going to wait until we find some crazy terrain and then boost it for an hour, or just boost it for an hour in the beginning. That was basically kind of.
I believe
what we
the
were thinking about.
consensus was travel until either we get into a fight or until our last hour of travel. That way, if we get into a fight, we're not nerfed.
Right, we
And
have our spell
then-
slots.
See,
We go from
that's
there.
why he's the prince.
Yeah. Please do not call me that.
No, fingerprints.
Does cat's meow work?
I would rather Prince.
I prefer
Sorry, I'm
Fox
still
Trucker.
getting caught up on the educational portion of things.
Oh yeah, Caitlin
I
is
still
not
prefer-
currently here. That is a good.
Still prefer the foxy one.
Yeah, you're Kismet, but he wishes he would have thought of Coxie one. Like little boy, he'd be calling you that the whole game.
Is it Kismet or is it Kismet? Anyways,
It's Kismet.
so are we gonna jaunt our way to that
We're
go
Tronching.
get ourselves a pirate ship? Tronchin. We are Tronchin. I
We are
like
Tron-
Tronchin. You know what? That's a fantabulous word. Whatever that god was that said Tronchin, when we heard that little overview, I like that word. Let's keep Tronchin.
Keep Tronching.
Brunching.
It
We
is
are
going
never using
to.
Trunching again.
That is going
That
to
is the name of the show.
forever, which is unfortunate, but okay. All right, so you guys start making way. Kismet, or whoever's giving me the survival check tonight, give me that
I got
to
it.
see what you're doing.
22.
22, all right. So, you make it a good chunk of the day. Roll me a d20, by the way.
No,
9.
the wild magic is behind us.
All right. All right, so 9, you managed to make it the full point of the day before activating Gooder's power-up with no incidences.
We're going Dynamax Gooder.
No Max.
And you guys end up making it that last bit another 2 hexes total. As
That's so nice.
your new strategy, while intensive for spell effects and stuff like that, is effective for getting you through the jungle quite quickly, and is cutting your travel times by quite a bit.
Hey, there's
Like
no
to
gooder party like a dino gooder party.
Gooder likes being a dinosaur.
I mean, at least at this one, he can at least floss his teeth with a random tree. I mean, get all that other parts out of his mouth, if you know what I mean.
He's the whaler twine.
He's not too fond of eating foliage.
This is the food that my food eats.
Exactly.
Just pretend that it's better beyond.
Beyond better.
The beyond better. You got me. I had it backwards. Thank you. Fuck that joke up.
So we make it the whole part of the day, and then we camp. Are we close to the water? Let me check.
You guys are still probably 2 days from the water. Maybe 3, because the jungle is starting to get extra dense at this part. Or potentially just pushing your way through might not be the easiest thing, even with a Titanosaurus-sized creature.
Yeah. Looks like there's like geographic indentations now, so it's like I can move fast, but I still have to climb with 4 giant stubby feet.
You know, funny thing that I just realized is actually we can actually do Dino Gooder twice a day. Cause see, if we take a short rest in between, I can use this thing called Arcane Recovery. That gives me 2. And that's something that we did not factor in.
No, it is not.
But you're a wizard.
You're a
You know,
wizard,
it would
Harry.
just help if I actually used my intellect for something.
Way to go.
Oh,
Yes.
So, with that, you guys take your rests, your watches, and the next day you wake up and it's drizzling. It's not raining too terribly hard, but it is raining enough where it is just sort of unpleasant.
Like
But you do manage to make it and break out your camp, or break down your camp, and continue to moving forward. Can I get another survival check from you guys?
do I get a boop?
yes, sir. I've always got that marked off. You have your little
All
boot.
right. Thank you, sir.
For those watching at home, the poop is to give him the gift of alacrity, so he gets an extra D8 to his initiative. Why, you ask? Because this man rolls more natural ones on initiative than I have ever seen in my entire life.
My
It's
survival check is an 18.
All right. So, you managed to make your way. Or roll me a d20 as you're going with this as well.
19.
19. All right. So, as you start to make your way through this area, you get a little bit through, and you have not dino-sized Gooder yet, correct? As you are starting the travel.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I do. Yeah, I'll take the. I've been leaving it with this spell slot taken, but if you're specifically asking, then no, we have not started the day off with it.
Okay. Just to double check, Astrum, are you here? I see you're in the chat, but I haven't heard anything from you yet.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
And I haven't heard anything from Kaylin, unfortunately.
Be right
Yeah,
back.
no
I think
Caleb.
my pizza's here.
All right.
Pizza.
You okay, Ostrom? You feeling good today?
Feeling good, man. Feeling really good.
Good.
Ready to do
Glad to
this.
hear. Anybody got Kalen's number? I should, because I'm the only other guy in California, but I do not.
No, I don't have his number.
I'm a bad friend.
Well, Maynard, I asked, did you guys meet before this, or did you guys meet in the Kinky Club?
Me and Kalen?
Hey.
Yeah, no, we met through the King Koo Club.
That's kind of fun.
But he lives like literally like 45 minutes away from me.
Not bad at all.
Oh no, we'll meet up. That's for sure. Just I'm so busy with school and work. Just got to transition and now I'm gonna move. And he's got a wife. Like, lives have not matched up yet.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. No judge, no judge, no judge.
But when I win the lotto, I'll pay for us all to go to Scotland and play this game there in a castle.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The entire Kenku Club has to meet up at some point, and I'm perfectly fine with it being in Scotland.
I'd vote yes on.
Hey, there is a castle in Scotland that once a year does D&D in a castle, and they let people rent it out to play D&D in it.
Yeah, I've heard. That's what.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I heard. That's what I'm talking about. I'm all about that. Drinking
That-
grog and a turkey
Honestly,
leg.
that makes sense for Scotland. I'm not gonna lie.
Where are we at? What are we doing? I was
So-
grabbing my wings and pizza.
We were just trying to see if people were here, if Kalen's coming, checking with him. So, as you guys are sitting there, you hear a crack in the jungle before you. As you hear a roar, joined by a couple other roars, deep bellowing and
Dude.
menacing.
Do they smell and sound familiar?
It seems like it is a pack of Allosaurus.
A pack of Allosaurus?
That's not a great thing to hear.
Yeah.
Those aren't normally pack animals.
Okay.
As you guys start walking, you see not one, not three, not even four.
Oh, yeah.
You see 8 Allosauruses come out of the woods around you, looking a bit hungry, a bit starved.
Are they just looking for some, greenery? Because there's a lot around here.
They do not. You see very quickly the size and shape of their teeth, and you would assume very quickly they do not eat greenery. As this will be initiative. Gooder.
Good girl.
Okay. All right.
This is concerning.
Roll the D8 first.
Those of you just tuning in, pack of Allosauri. Allosauruses? I think Allosauri is probably the
I think the
proper.
plural is just Allosaurus.
It's like fish. Don't say fishes.
I say fish.
I love it.
Beige.
All right, Gooder, what is your initiative?
With the gift of alacrity, it'd be a total of 18.
Very nice. Astrom, I see an 11, correct?
Correct.
Kismet.
14.
Kalen.
Is not
Still
here.
not here.
Ah, I will roll something for him, so if he jumps in. Farron.
12.
Dantilus.
Magnificent and fabulous 21.
And Johan.
14.
Oh, Dantilus, to answer your question, I think you just hit level 7 at the beginning of last week. Because I remember at the beginning of the last episode, you're like, oh, cool, I just hit level 7. So you should be just a little bit more than what that is for XP wise. Do you guys, anyone remember what we got last week for?
It wasn't much. It was only like 700 or something.
700.
And I had a
770 if you were meat grinding.
Yeah.
Yep. So that would be that. So yeah. So you'd have just a little over level 7's XP plus 700. Because you just hit level 7 at the beginning of last session.
Woohoo! Whisper Mist got some new spells.
So, Dantilus, you are the first to respond to this pack of
Alright.
Allosaurus.
Well,
Oh, I still have my giant axe. Yes. So many things. That's a concentrated look right there. That's a how can I possibly
And they are not in like a V formation. They are all coming out around you guys and circling you
See?
guys.
this is called the DM adapting to my attacks, and now I can't be awesome and grab a whole bunch and slam them together. All right.
bigger Allosauruses? That's the first thing Gooder thinks of compared to me.
They'd be about your size, Gooder, when you rage.
Oh, large creatures?
Yes,
Okay.
these would be large.
All right.
And they're about 30 feet away from all of you guys at this point.
Man. Okay. Well, I'll do the one thing that I can do right now because I'm not too sure what to do at the moment. I will cast Tasha's Mind Whip on. Let's go with whatever dinosaur is directly in front of me. That's the one that I'll do.
All right, we'll say A, and that is probably an intelligence save from a dinosaur, right?
Yes, it is.
An
All right,
intelligence
'cause-
save from a dinosaur. Lovely.
That's
Nice.
like saying an intelligence save from a peanut.
That will just because that's roughly the size of their brain. That doesn't mean that still can't get a 6.
Fabulous 6.
It was a 10.
So they have a -4?
So it's gonna take 10 psychic damage.
All right.
And then it cannot take a reaction until the end of its next turn, and on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of them.
Okay.
And currently, that's
All right. Gooder, you are up.
Gooder would in this situation probably do not with okay, bonus action rage but with claws. There's too many of them to get a good reaction and up my AC with the
Tail.
my tentacles. So yeah, I need all the firepower that I can get. So he bonus action rages, and they're 30 feet away from me.
Yeah, the closest one is, yeah. They're all surrounding you guys in a circle. They're encircling you guys in that sort of pack tactic way.
Clever girls. Actually, I don't think I'd go to the one in front of me. Maybe I think I'd go in front of the one in front of the little boy, cause I'm starting to be protective now. So can I make it to the one that's like directly threatening Farron?
Well, none of them have moved yet. They're just encircling you, like roaring and growling and stuff like that. None of them have actively started to attacking, but since Dantalus started, they're all starting to actively get angry.
No, Gooder doesn't need their invitation.
Well, I know that.
But can I get to the one that's probably
Yeah,
closest to
I would say
Farron?
so. Yeah.
Then I run up to him and I dive my claws into this guy, roar laughing as Gooder does. Finally. So that'll be a total of 3 hits with my, and this is going to be the first time I'm using my claws with the belt. This is gonna be fun. Here we go. Reckless. I don't even care. I'm recklessing.
Is there any other way to attack when you're a barbarian?
Not when you're Gooder. Oh, 25 to hit.
I think that might just hit.
All right then. Is that first one will be 13 damage. Next. $26 to hit.
Yep.
12 damage. And my third attack. Ooh, 13.
13 is AC.
Oh, nice! That belt. Oh my god, I love that.
You're the one that gave him that belt. I'm just saying.
You guys should know me enough as a DM. I enjoy having my players overpowered.
Yeah,
Because
I love this.
there's something about that power creep in video games and role-playing games that when you eventually hit that godhood point, just so satisfying.
So satisfying. That'd be 9 damage, all magical slashing. After I'm done slashing that guy in the face, I'm gonna use it to roar at the next one, at the one next to me,
So
not the
as
one in front of me.
you do this, you rend scales, leathery, scaly hide, feathers rip off of the face as you literally clean scratches literally to the bone of the skull here. It barely missing one of its eyes. You do colossal dino damage as it is still barely alive and very angry with you, Gooder. Johan, it is your turn.
The Johan's gonna look very, very puzzledly around him and go, I've been around crocodiles before, but they never hunt in packs.
I seriously thought you were gonna say ostriches.
I thought he was gonna call them chickens.
I mean, honestly, they are actually feathered because in D&D they are following that.
Yep.
I've never seen this many crocodiles hunting in a pack together. Also, why is their legs so big? I'm a little confused. So yeah, he's gonna
The amount of denial.
Yeah,
He's gonna
it's just in a constant state of denial.
mosey on over to the one Gooder's attacking. And how's that one currently looking?
Not too great. Not too great at all.
Alright. Can I get within 30 feet of it?
Yeah.
It already is.
I'm gonna
They're 30 feet away from like all of you guys. You guys are pretty much all huddled up in the middle as they are all...
I'm gonna take 2 daggers and whip them at him. Gonna whack them. Throw him. That's a... My main hand is probably gonna miss. With a 12.
12 will just barely miss.
Oh, darn it all. And my offhand is a 20.
Yep. Still get your sneak
so
attack.
Yee-hoo! Alright, 8, 9, 10, 16 points of psychic damage.
Alright, through the strength of your utter denial that these things are actual dinosaurs, you throw a phantasmal blade. It flies through the air as your denial cuts it, as sharp as any Vorpal sword would, as this Allosaurus dies thinking that it's a crocodile.
Man, I'm cooking gator bites tonight.
Gator.
Anything else there, Johan?
Nope. Johan's just gonna look and go. Still a little bit puzzled in his mind, but not too bad.
All right, Kismet.
I'm going to take my action to cast Armor of Agathis on myself. And then, sure, I'll use a bonus action to Patient Defense and have the dodge action.
All right. Farron, your turn.
The one that is like the Gooder left.
It's dead at this point.
No, the one that Gooder left. Like he
Oh.
moved away.
Okay.
Kind of the one that was looking at him or whatever.
Yeah.
I cast a minor illusion of a 5 by 5 foot wild boar standing in front of him
All right.
to see if he's tempted to attack it or eat it. Because Farron doesn't want to be food.
That's good. That's a good use of that spell. It works.
You know, with its -2 intelligence score, it definitely thinks that is a real boar in front of it.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty good.
Anything else there, Farron?
As part of it, I'm going to start playing a song.
Okay, with your bonus action?
Yes.
All right, sounds good to me. Next up is going to be the Allosauri. The first one, looking down at Dantalus, is just going to let out a roar because it cannot do anything. As it just lets out an impudent, confused roar of, why does its head hurt so bad?
Nice.
And it is going to attempt to rush at you and stumble as it tries to pounce, but realizes it cannot because it, for some reason, can only concentrate on moving its feet, one foot in front of the other. The next one that was looking at Gooder proceeds to bite straight into the earth as it goes after that illusionary boar that doesn't go away. It just goes through, clips through its mouth as it bites down on it, almost like a bad rendered video game. Just comes down as the minor illusion still persists outside of the dinosaur as it bites down in that location.
Oh man, the board desynced.
Next up, the one that is looking at Johan is going to charge at Johan. And he is going to make a pounce attack.
When he goes to do that, I've got cutting words.
Okay. Roll your dice.
He's at -6.
All right,
Nice.
which means a 12 does not hit.
Woo-hoo, come here, boy.
As you have this large dinosaur gnashing teeth and claws and talons coming at you.
It's gonna typical anime character and just kind of like look sideways as it goes.
Next one
He's
is
just
going
gonna
to
be like,
run at Kismet. So disadvantage on this one because patient defense, or it rolls really freaking well. A 22 to hit you, Kismet.
No, fuck you.
So you will take, with a claw attack,
He's at least taking 5 points of cold damage from
Yep.
my Armor of Agathis.
I need you to make
Right.
me a strength save.
Because I'm the best at those. 8.
You fall prone, and as it rides you down to the dirt, it is going to take
You can go
another
ahead
weapon
and-
attack.
You can go ahead and retry that roll if you'd like. And I will mark your-
Well,
he does.
I have a +2. It's a lost cause.
All right, go ahead, give it a shot.
I already did. I got a 12.
Oh,
Almost enough. As it rides you down into the dirt, it is going to take a large snapping bite upon you. A 17 to hit.
17 matches. Was that still a disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh no, it would be a
It was
straight,
a straight
roll
roll
'cause I'd be prone.
because, yep. as you will take 13 points of piercing damage as the teeth crunch down
And how
around
much
your
did it
shoulders.
take from the first one?
You took 5 and 13 total, so 18 total.
Hey, he takes 5 points of cold damage.
Yeah,
Hey, it's
Caitlin's
Caitlin's.
here.
Hello, Kaylin. You have not missed your turn yet.
Jesus, you showed up at a great time.
Next, another dead Allosauri. This one is going to come down and go after Farron.
I just have to ask, Kismet, did you yell or scream at all?
Probably.
Good.
You know, with the weight of a large dinosaur.
Farron.
Well, I just need to.
Yeah,
get a-
Gritter's reaction.
Yeah.
Farron, a 19 to hit you as it one pounces upon you.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
You will take 12 points of slashing damage from the talons and the claws, and I need a strength save.
Yeah, that's a 4.
That will also fail. So now you will take a bite attack as this thing tries to bite you. That'll be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So all of a sudden, you guys, you hear Farron playing a song, like cutting words. All of a sudden, you just hear a string snap on his lute as this thing just pounces upon him, biting and tearing into him, probably with a shriek of pain, as the bite will do 16 points of piercing damage to you. Next up, the next Allosaurus is going to rush at Astrum. This one is going to make a pounce attack on you, Astrum. That'll be a natural 20.
Well, that will indeed hit.
I need a strength save from you.
He's trying to kill us, guys.
Well, you know, the D&D dice gave me a 2, so with my +6, that rolls out to be an 8.
All right, you'll take 15 points of slashing damage as you are knocked prone to the floor as it takes a bite attack upon you. But that'll be a 15 to hit, which will not hit you. Kaylin, I see you're here. A Allosaurus, for you to fill in, a pack of Allosaurus have ambushed you guys in your travels. And you guys are encircled by them. And an Allosaurus is going to make a pounce attack on you.
Welcome to the game. Bite.
14 to hit you.
Welcome to the game.
No,
Snap.
14 misses.
All right, it's going to miss. You okay today, Kaylin?
Yeah, sorry. I overslept.
Oh, you're totally
Long
fine.
story.
You sound very sleepy.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm here. Glad you made it, bud.
As that'll be one for each of you, actually. And Astrum, it is your turn.
All right. Question.
Yes.
If I'm laying on the ground and I Misty Step, can I Misty Step
Into a
to
standing position? Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
All
a
right,
good
I missed-
question.
I
Also,
Misty Step from out underneath the Allosaurus on top of me and right to the flank of the one going after Farron.
all right. Also, by the way, everyone has an Allosaurus upon them. It's a 1-to-1 ratio now.
For now.
Just give me a second, it won't be.
Right.
All right.
Just give you a second.
Hey, luckily
I'm
none of
gonna-
you guys are a rules lawyer because dinosaurs hate lawyers. We found out from some very popular 90s movies.
All right. Holding his great Slayer Dragon sword, he just rears back, yells out a cry to his god, and swings. And I am never using those freaking dice again online.
What'd you
That's a
get?
9 to hit.
That'll miss,
Oh.
unfortunately.
All right, second attack using real dice.
There you go.
That's better. That's a +8. That's a 23 to hit.
That's right.
23 will hit.
All right, so this +5. I will roll damage on here.
Okay.
So 30 points of damage with that attack.
Third. Wow. And that was.
Are you smiling?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
a little smiting.
I smote.
I did a
I
little
just didn't hear the
smiting.
smite. I was like, that's a lot of dice.
You still do so much more damage than I could do in a single hit.
So, anything else there, Astrom? You have another attack, I believe.
I missed with my first one.
Oh, that is correct. All right. That one that you swipe is still up. You leave a rending slash across it. It howls in pain, or roars in pain, but it is still up. Kaylin, it is your turn.
And then, I guess as a free action, he tries to get it to focus on him rather than Farron.
Okay. Kaylin. Actually, yeah, Kaylin, it is your turn.
We're outside, right?
You are outside in the jungle, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do call lightning on this source.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Very nice, very nice.
I love, like, you always pull out something that you've never done before.
Okay, so it's a DC.
Oh, and
15
it is
damage.
raining today, by the
I was
way.
gonna
I
say,
did say
Yeah.
that in the morning.
So it
Nice.
So you do have...
so it increases the damage
Yep.
because there's already clouds overhead.
So that's a DC 15 deck save.
All right.
11. Really? 12.
How many
That's
D10 is
better.
that?
40-10. So it's gonna be 18 damage.
All right. 18 on the one that you're on, correct?
Yeah.
All right. As you zap it, you guys hear a colossal boom coming from the heavens as Kaylin calls the wrath of God down upon this dinosaur.
And from on the ground, not taking the time to look over, is just going to call out, I'm gonna assume that was a good boom.
I'm like, just as sleepy as real life. I'm just like, don't wake me up.
All
And
right.
then I will call lightning on this thing and bonus action turn into an Allosaurus as well. Wild shape.
Okay. Okay.
Nicely done.
Dantalus.
All right. Well, this is way more than anything that it needs to be. And, well, let's just see if this will work. These guys aren't very intelligent anyways, so, all right. I'm going to go ahead and cast Major Image.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is have a Gigantosaurus come walking out of the jungle right where the first Allosaurus was killed. That our good friend Gooder here decided to assault and destroy. And I would like it to just step out there, and as I make it, slams its foot down on the corpse and just gives this fabulous roar of like, hey, this is mine, get away or I'm gonna kill you. And that's my turn.
All right. With a
And it's a intelligence save against mine in order to see if whether or not it's an illusion.
yes. They got a 16 with a natural 20.
What did your spell save?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my reaction to tell you to re-roll that mother.
Good call.
Which
My
brings
last
it to a
one.
16 on die, so a 12.
Fantastic. Because it was a 15 to save. So.
So you needed them to get an 18 or lower.
So, next up is going to be... Gooder, your turn. You say they seem a bit
Alright.
distracted.
Now, I know that Ostrom just bamped behind the one that is on Farron. Can I get to the one that's gobbling up Kismet without taking an op attack?
No.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Can I run? You know the one that fell at my feet, number A, that doesn't
Yeah.
have its reaction. Can I run 30 feet like possibly toward the big dinosaur that just.
It would
like,
have its
did that?
reaction back at this point. It
Yeah,
already
it
had
took
its
its
next
turn.
turn. Because its turn was to run towards you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can certainly try.
I think Gooder would be reckless enough to take that op attack.
Okay.
Or Dantalus, are you gonna run? Sorry. No. Okay. Gooder sees Ostrom, gives him a little looks to the Allosaurus, gives him a little head nod, entrusting that Ostrom's got that one, and he's gonna run and just straight up maul the one that's on Kismet. I'll take the op attack, and it'll be with advantage.
All right.
He's not worried about this.
That'll be a 21 to hit.
It'll hit.
How does...
You take 12 points of piercing damage as you get a bite attack upon you.
That's interesting.
Reduced to 6.
Reduce to 6, yeah, because you're raging.
I am indeed. All right. So after that, he's going to take all 4 attacks against this thing that's on top of Kismet.
Okay.
I think Kalen and Ostrom, they have their thing, and Ostrom's taking care of the one that's on Farron. Everybody looks like they're pretty well handled. And I'm gonna go after the one that's chomping. All right, here we go. Reckless again, because that's the only way to do it. 22
22 will hit.
for 10 damage.
10 points, and that was the one on Kismet, right?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
28 for my second attack
That'll definitely hit.
for 13 damage.
For 13.
Third attack.
All right.
Will be 26
Just a wee little bit.
for 12 damage. And then my last hit with my offhand will be 30 to hit.
That'll hit just a smidge.
I just kind of picture that one a straight uppercut to the jaw, and that'll be a 10. That'll be a total of 10.
All right, as this one is still standing, but not by much.
Yeah. I wanted to take it all out. Okay.
All
But
right.
I have its attention, I hope.
You would imagine so at this point.
Here's a
Johan,
fun.
your turn.
Yes, sir. All right then. I'm gonna throw one dagger at Gooders, and then one dagger at a random one. Over 20 to hit for the one on Gooders, and 21 to hit for the one on the other one.
Which the other one? The one that's directly on you?
Oh, there's one directly on.
Yeah,
me?
everyone has one
Yes.
on them.
Yeah, the one directly on me.
All right.
Which one are you using your sneak attack on?
Give me a second. I completely.
Well, he
Johan-
can't use the sneak attack on the one he's throwing it at because he's in melee range and at disadvantage for any thrown
Yeah.
weapon.
So it's
Yeah,
the
I
one
know.
that's on me.
Johan completely forgot that there was one on him, so
It
Johan's gonna
happens.
redo what he was going to do. All right then, Johan is going to cunning action, bonus action, disengage, and just go look over there, and then run the other way, and run over to the one on Gooder and just be like, "Hey, there's an angry crocodile over there. I'm gonna stab this if you take care of the one over there. I'm gonna stab that one."
As you're actively stealing Gooder's kills every single one.
Wrecked.
Do I care?
That
Do
is
I
a
care?
16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Cool.
You have in the past when people have stolen your big kills.
It's a 16 psychic damage on this dinosaur.
As yet again, your sheer denial drops this one.
I
So
Does it
don't
drop
know.
on
It's not a
top of
dinosaur.
me?
It does collapse on top of you as you were directly underneath it.
Fantastic.
Roll me a strength save here,
Can
Kismet.
I use my reaction to catch it?
And I use Dex to roll out of the way?
I'm gonna say you weren't expecting it to go that fast with how fast Johan was
Who are you
coming
talking
through.
to?
For you, Gooder, with your reaction.
And I use
enough.
Dexterity save to roll out of the way?
That, yeah, I can say that.
Okay, good. Because that puts it at a 21
Yeah, so you
rather than a 17.
you get clipped by it just a bit on the way out, but you'll take half damage, half of 7, so you'll take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from this thing as it collapses. Kismet, it is your turn.
Good job, Foxy. Good job, Foxy.
I'm going to stand up, first and
Dust,
foremost.
dust off the blood and guts on
Um,
you.
Is there one directly on me right now?
Well, it was.
Okay, so there's... Okay. How many can I get within 10 feet of me?
2.
2? I need both of them to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what are you doing?
A 3 and a 12.
Cool. The one that got a 3 is now frightened of me until the end of my next turn,
Okay.
as I use my Fey presence to make it afraid of me.
Oh, nice.
All right. Fair.
I will then
Oh, never mind.
again use patient defense.
Okay. Farron, it is your turn now.
You're okay, boy.
Can I use half of my action to roll out and stand up from underneath this thing?
So half your movement to stand up. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll out, like, stand up, and I see that Ostrom's kind of, like, trying to decapitate this thing. And I'm going to be like, hey, you, just because I look like a biscuit and boots doesn't mean you mean to eat me. No. And then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
That's a charisma save, right?
It's Wisdom.
That is a 9.
For 5 points of damage.
Nice.
That's respectable for vicious mockery. All right, and anything else? Any bonus action?
My bonus action, I am going to pull out my pan flute because my little violin is busted and I'm mad. And I'm going to start playing a song.
All right, as I'm just imagining, this is awful, but I just imagine the Oompa Loompa like do 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 do, like the little chime that they do to summon the Oompa Loompas in Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So you start pulling that out and start playing that, playing a tune. The Allosauruses go. They look at the large image of the Gigantosaurus, and they see you guys actively fighting, and they make a decision that they will hunt for the Gigantosaurus to appease it.
Well,
So it
one is
doesn't
still
hunt
afraid
them.
of me.
Yes. So the one on Dantalus that's finally there is going to attempt to bite down on Dantalus.
The only thing I ask, do you scream?
That'll be a 13 to hit you, Dantalus.
That misses fabulously.
All right, the next one that is on Gooder. One will run back up to you, Gooder.
That's right.
And that will bite at you for a grand total of 14 to hit.
That is my AC.
All right, so you'll take half of 14, so 7 points of damage. Next
It
up,
makes
the one on Johan. We'll rush back up to Johan. That'll be a 17 to hit you, Johan.
Barely hits.
As that will be a 18 points of piercing damage as it bites down upon you.
Do the thing where I half it.
Cutting action, yep.
You said 14.
Yep, half of 18, so it'd be 9.
9 points of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I look at it and go, ow, do you really have to do that?
And crocodile.
The one on Kismet is dead, so the next one would be on Farron, which is still sort of alive, and it's going to come around and bite at Gooder, who just came to get its attention.
He's at disadvantage.
No, he's at advantage because I reckless.
Well, okay.
Yep, with the
He's
straight
at-
roll, he gets a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yep. Kinda hits.
For 28 points of piercing damage, half to 14 to you, because you're raging.
I think I still have like 3 times Farron's HP left, so I'm good.
Yeah, barbarians just sort of laugh at large numbers, usually.
I've never wanted to take damage more with any other character.
Right. Next one on Astrum is going to attempt to bite at Astrum. That is going to miss with a 13 to hit. The one that got zapped with lightning is going to take a bite on Kalen. And also going to miss with an 11. Astrum, it is your turn.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to him. As part of my song.
To the dinosaurs?
No, to Astrum when it's his turn.
Okay. Just for future, you have to call that out on your turn, but because your turn was just the previous one before the dinosaurs, I'll let it for this one. As that is a bonus action to do that. That is okay.
Here.
Astrum, it is your turn.
It would help if I unmuted. All right. Farron, the Bardic Inspiration, is that on my attack roll?
Yeah, it's on your attack roll.
Excellent.
Well, you can choose it. You can it to use it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, pretty. So I am going to use it because I rolled an 8. And then the Bardic Inspiration gave me another 8. And then I get plus 8 for my hit. So the first attack is a 24 to hit.
Absolutely will hit.
All right, and I'm going to burn my final second level smite. That's going to be plus 5, so 27 points for the first attack.
As you take a large swipe, you decapitate this Allosaurus.
Do it, buddy.
Your
Weak.
large
He yells at
head,
it as he cuts its head off.
your large
All right,
sword
is there
lopping
another
down
one I
upon
can-
it.
Is there another one I can go after within
Yeah.
movement range?
Yep, there's one right behind Gooder who's also right there with you.
What about the one near Dantoros?
You can get to that one too if you'd like.
All right, I'm going to charge that one.
Okay.
No wizard should have to face a dinosaur alone, even though he could. All right, that is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Plus 5 to this, so this is a 24 to hit. Or 24 damage, sorry.
24 damage. All right, you come through as you don't swing at this one. You more use your momentum as you're charging, and you slide the sword between its ribs as you pull out, almost spear-like, drawing its attention. Kalen, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna face the one I'm facing, and I'm gonna roar, and with the roar, I'm gonna do another call lightning on it.
Okay. So that is a dex save.
Oh, lighting's still good.
That's a 8.
Cool. And that is yeah. 25, 33 points of damage. No,
You know-
32 points of damage.
As it has exactly 33 points of health
Ah,
left.
no.
As you literally see its skeletal outline from the flash of lightning as you're looking at it, but it sits there drooling, panting heavily from the exertion of the pain as it is still standing.
Which one of those Allosaurus were afraid of me?
I think that one died.
Yeah, it did.
Did it? Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay. Dantalus.
Well, I'm just gonna look over at Astrum and just be like, sorry, just roll with it. And with my action, I am going to have the Gigantosaurus come over behind us, stomping like it's going for prey.
Mm-hmm.
And just with its big head just comes slamming down and literally chomp both of us at the earth. So it's not like chomping us, like in between,
Yeah.
but swallowing us always full. And then I just want its eyes to flip up to the Allosaurus there and just kind of growl roar that this is my dinner. Get the fuck away. And so we're both hidden inside of an illusion, and that's what we're doing. And that's my turn, because that's all I can do.
All right.
That's a good.
Gooder. It's a
So,
solid move. I like that.
No, totally solid move. I love your guys' use of illusions. If Gooder didn't know any better.
Gooder, you would
but-
actually have to make an intelligence save to make sure that I wasn't actually just eaten.
I think you're right. Gooder's intelligence is 8, so he takes what he sees for at face value. But before that, can I get a layout of the Allosauruses that are left and what they're doing? I know one's on Kalen, one's on Johan.
One is on Dantalus that's very heavily injured. We'll see how he reacts on his turn. There's one still on you. There is one rushing Johan still.
Which the weakest one?
The one on Kalen.
It has literally 1 HP.
I wouldn't kill steal you, to be honest.
Oh, I don't care.
And honestly, I have no worries about you because you're an Allosaurus, and I fully trust your survivability. It's the ones like Dantalus, Farron, and maybe even Johan and Kismet that I'm not too sure about. So I have one on me, though.
Yes, right behind you. He's been like dogging
Alright,
you this entire fight.
I see the challenge in his eyes, and I roar to meet it. I'll just go ahead and go after that one.
Okay.
And afterwards, I'll make an intelligence save for the illusion. I don't mind. But reckless on this one. Here we go. Oh, so close to 20. 28
28 will hit.
for a total of 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. Still up.
23.
That'll hit.
Oh, that was weak. For a total of 9 damage. Third attack. For 23 to hit.
Yep.
Oh man, another 10 damage. And then my fourth attack. 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
For another total of 10 damage.
All right. Sounds good. He is still standing, but he is very heavily injured at this point.
That's right.
Johan.
I still have one on me, right?
Yes. It came back.
All right. Gosh darn it! I just kind of go, hey, get away from me. And because if I attacked it, I would not get sneak attack, correct?
There's no one with you to get sneak attack. Yes.
I got a better idea. I'm gonna laugh pretty hard at this if this works. I am going to bonus action hide.
Oh.
Can I interrupt you?
Are you trying to find its blind spot?
Yeah, you can interrupt.
I just want to make the intelligence save to see if I believe
Yep.
the Gigantosaurus is real.
Go for it.
Come on, roll. Oh no, nat 20. So a total of 19 because I got a -1, but I'm guessing that still saves. I see you, Dantalus. I know what you're doing. Mugma got me prepared for all the shenanigans.
So yeah, I'm trying to find its blind spot. I'm gonna roll a stealth check. As it's staring at me. I'm going to use my my psychic abilities to make it better. Fuck. At-winded. However, I did get, with a nat 1, a total of 19.
Unfortunately, you still realize they're not motion-based predators. And it just... If the looks that it could give you, if you could read the emotion, it'd be like, really?
That crocodile's smart.
But
I feel like it almost gives like the dog head tilt, like, what are you doing?
That's pretty much what it does.
Imagine Johan, going up to it like Vin Diesel did in Pitch Black, like right into the middle of its eyes. Like, you can't see me. I got a blind spot.
So you use your bonus action to hide. What do you do from there?
Johan's gonna panic because he realized that didn't work. And
Luckily you're a rogue and you can use your bonus action to hide like that.
I'm gonna use my action to hide.
I mean,
Oh my god.
And can I use my action to hide?
You realize it isn't going to work after your first one.
Got a 35.
Just because you get a high roll and there's nothing... that's good. But there's nothing to hide behind or hide at right now. So your 35 is heavily mitigated down to... It's literally making direct eye contact with you as you stop moving.
Johan just hide behind a blade of grass. Just...
He tries to hide behind Farron, but realizes he's smaller than a stump.
Holds up a stick and hides behind it.
All right. Kismet, your turn.
Okay. After seeing the beautiful display of Johan, I'm sad that they didn't try to run away from me, being frightened of me.
That's because it
Stupid
died.
dinosaurs. Okay. Alright, let's just go with the old punching maneuvers. I will look to the one that's by me and just start punching it.
Okay.
First 2 hits. My lowest is a 13.
13 is the AC.
Alright. You know what? I'll use a key point to flurry of blows and get 2 more.
Do it.
Yep, that's all of them hit. I will use another key point to Hand of Harm. So that is a total of 5d6s.
Okay.
That one will be the necrotic. Oh my. Oh my. "32 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of necrotic."
Is the one on you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you say how much points?
38 total damage.
All right, that one is still up, as that was the only one that wasn't harmed yet at this point.
Cool. No, it's a dinosaur. I assume it has.
Actually,
pretty good
the other
constitution.
one that hasn't been harmed is the one on Johan. So currently. So
Alright,
anything else, Sir
that's
Kismet?
it.
All right, Farron,
Nope.
your turn.
There's not one right next to me, is there?
Currently, no.
Okay, the one that's over on Johan. I am going to.
So I'm gonna be right back.
Catch Tasha's hideous laughter because he thinks it's funny that Johan tried to hide.
Okay, on the one on Johan.
Yeah.
Wisdom save. That's a 10. The Allosaurus falls to its side, making a wheezing, roaring sound as only a laughing dinosaur can make.
See, even I thought that was funny, Johan. You invisible.
Damn straight, I'm visible.
And I will give Bardic Inspiration to. We'll give it to Ostrom again, because he'll go get to stab.
Okay. So, you do that. Next up is the Allosauri turn. The first one is going to make an intelligence save to see the giant dino that one's going to take its action to disengage and run. The next one that is on Gooder is going to attempt to bite Gooder.
Do it.
That will be with the advantage because reckless. That'll be a 24 to hit.
Hit.
You will take 15 points, half to 7. The next one on Johan is going to just look down, head cocked, and then just attempt to bite.
Isn't he get Tasha?
Oh, yeah, that one is. So it's wisdom save for that one at the end of its turn. Thank you for reminding me. Is a 14. Does that save?
Nope, it does not.
All right, that one is still gaggling like a dinosaur. All right, next up is the one. This one's going to run up to Astrum. I'm going to attempt to be a 16 to bite, which will miss.
I'm actually hidden away still. I'm in the dinosaur's mouth.
You are. So this one will go up to Kismet. Hit you, Kismet.
Miss.
All right, and the one on Kaylin is just going to very weakly attempt to bite it.
Actually, wait. No, I'm sorry, Ken. That does hit.
Okay, so both this one and that one will hit you. So for Kismet, your damage will be 18 points of piercing damage. And for you, Kaylin, as I know what your AC is as a Allosaurus, you will take 13 points as it matched your AC. Astrum, it is your turn.
Well, what did the Allosaurus roll?
I got a 13 total.
I have 15 AC.
You should only have 13 as an Allosaurus.
Yeah.
Monk.
you're out.
Oh, you took levels of monk. Okay, so you
You took
won't take
levels
the
of monk?
damage.
I forgot
took
that
that
Oh,
those
nice!
transfer to your animal form because it's a class ability.
Yep.
Unarmored defense.
Hell yeah,
Ni-
Kaylin. That is awesome.
Nicely
I love
done,
every
bro.
second about that. All
Really
right,
impressed with my player, my crew here today.
Astrum, it is your turn.
As much as I enjoyed this, he says to Dantalus, he takes off through the illusion and looks for the closest thing to stab.
Can you at least run out the back? The
That you
back
could,
of the mouth.
That'll probably be the one that's laying prone with advantage to hit, laughing.
Oh, yes. Let's do that. So that is a 18 plus 8, so 24 to hit. And I will go ahead and burn another first level smite. So this plus 5. Wow. I rolled a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Plus my 5, so that's 15 damage on the first hit.
Okay. 15 will hit.
And if it's still alive, I'm going to.
Oh, that was damage.
It was. Yeah, it was
damage.
15 damage.
Yeah, this one has not been injured at all.
All right. Second attack. That was a 23 to hit,
Yep.
and I'm going to actually roll real dice because. Let's see, 7, 10, 12, and 5 is 17 for the second attack damage.
17. All right. That will do some damage. It is still alive. Anything else?
Kick it for good measure as a free action.
All right.
Eh.
Solid. All right. Next up, Kaylin. How is your Dino Foo going to take this one out?
Dino foo, dino foo.
That's a dex save for half, right?
Wait, can you make a bonus action attack as a monk?
Nah, I don't think yet.
At level 1, if you make an unarmed attack, you can do a as your primary action. You can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Well, but you have to make an attack first, so we would give up his.
So that would be a bite as my main action and a claw as my, because that's an unarmed strike, or
Yeah, I mean,
okay. How does this translate?
because you use whatever your natural weapon is for if it's unarmed, and you would use that dice.
Hence why my claws count for monk, because
As
it is
your unarmed.
technically unarmed, but they are a natural unarmed weapon.
Okay, I'll risk it. That way I get a second attack.
You just bite him and then tail whap the second one.
7 plus
Just
6
wings
is
and pizza. The
13.
second one.
13 will hit,
Okay, so this is gonna be 2d10 plus 4. So I bite this one,
and it dies because it has 1
Okay.
HP.
and then what's Farron? What's the one on Farron up to?
Farron doesn't have one on him, but the one he was looking at is currently on the ground prone laughing, so you would have advantage to hit it. Astrum is also there hacking at it.
Help!
Okay, so
Help!
how's
I have
Kismet
18
doing?
health. Help!
You're fine.
Okay. So I'll look at the one with Kismet, and then
I've
if
got-
I move,
I've got Kismet.
30
Don't worry about it.
you sure? Okay, then I'll go for the one with that's laughing. If I go 30 feet and towards a creature, then hit it with a claw on the same turn.
You can do a bonus bite if it
Okay,
gets
cool.
I
knocked
just
prone,
imagine Kalen looking.
but it has to go knocked prone
looking at
first.
Kismet.
Plus,
Kismet's
you already
like, "Help."
you're already using your bonus action to make this. Strike,
Yeah,
so you couldn't get the bite anyway.
I'll just do the pounce regardless to do the claw and the the prone thing, and I'll use that my bonus and no extra bite.
Yep.
Does that work?
It has to be a claw attack, yeah. It doesn't say it has to be the primary action, because technically this thing only gets one action. So, but the translation, yeah, if you hit it with your claw, it has to make a strength save or go prone.
Yay. Cool. I will run 30 feet at this and do the Velociraptor pounce as I just land on it, and let's see if I hit with the claw, which is 16 plus 6.
That'll hit. Strength save.
And
That'll fail the strength save as this one goes prone.
And then, oh, that's low. Okay, 2 plus 4, so that's 6 slashing damage as I'm like on top of it slashing at it with my claws. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, as 2 of them are prone. Next up, Dantalus.
Alright. So, seeing that the Fey Prince of Royalty-esque is in a little bit of danger here, I'm going to first use my bonus action as the current dinosaur is munching down on my lovely form, and I will just face step 30 feet away. Anywhere in the jungle's fine, just a way that nobody will see that I am no longer in its mouth. Then, with my action, I'm going to have the dinosaur, the Gigantosaurus, come stomping over, start drooling, and
Let's see if I
same
understand this is
motion
an illusion.
coming down and eating our poor Fey Prince for its next snack. And
Kismet-
same action.
Kismet is horrified, and I feel really playing off this illusion as I got a 5 for my save.
As Kismet starts
To see if it's an
screaming
illusion.
as this Gigantosaurus just rushes up and tries to eat him.
Now,
Better-
just so
better
you're aware,
laugh.
you will immediately know as soon as it comes into full contact with you, you know it's an illusion, but prior you would not.
Yep.
Just by words of
Correct.
its mouth. Okay.
The original
After
screams are ear-piercing, and you see birds coming off the treetops in the jungle.
Correct. And
It's
then
like in
after it
Home
eats
Alone
me,
when,
I go very silent as I look around and realize, oh, that motherfucker.
And that's my turn.
All right, Gooder.
Okay, so 2 of them are on their backs, and what else?
There is the one that Dantalus was on is running out off into the jungle. There was one that's still on you that's still alive.
Not for long. Let's reckless this guy. All right, here we go. Not taking no for an answer. 23 to hit,
23 will hit.
11 damage.
You said 23 points of damage?
11 points of damage.
All right, he is still up.
All right, second attack. Can you believe I rolled 2 nat 1s?
I can.
So that would be a total of 10 to hit.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Moving on with my third attack. 28 to hit,
28 will hit.
and that's a total of 9 damage.
9 will drop it.
Yes!
As Johan does
Now-
not kill steal this one.
Finally! I will run over to the one that I'm guessing Johan's dealing with, and because my last one is the brass knuckles, I'm just gonna fisticuff sock it in the jaw. Here
All
we
right,
go.
that one is prone, I believe.
Well, I've already reckless, so I get
Yep.
advantage either way. 2 13s, 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, max damage for 12 damage. That's a good punch.
12 points. All right. Anything else?
I'm going. Which one's laughing?
I think the one on Johan.
Okay, I'm just
The one you
gonna
just
look at it.
punched.
I'm just gonna look at it very confused.
Speaking of Johan, it is your turn as you have this confused dinosaur laughing on the ground. You have a confused Gooder pounding it into the ground. And a
Johan is
confused
just gonna-
Johan because you thought you were stealthy.
Yeah, Johan, that didn't quite fucking work. Johan's then going to attack it. First attack. Johan's just confuses the whole situation, and Johan just kind of wants to take a nap. Math. 18 on my first hit,
Okay.
and a nat 20 on my second hit.
Both will hit.
Of course, nat 20 will hit, and I think I'm gonna sneak attack on my offhand on that one. Math. Johan is got inebriated. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12. 36 points of psychic damage to it.
As that one is dead.
How many of them are left?
There is.
How many of them did he kill still from me?
That's the third one that you've dropped yourself, Johan, as there's one remaining.
Not too happy.
Johan's just gonna kind of sit down to avoid being eaten by the shark. So he's just gonna kind of sit down and go, you got that one. You got that one, big boy.
All right. Next up is going to be Kismet.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Oh, that was faster than I expected.
I try to keep things moving.
Fair enough. They're still no. Well, I'm in the mouth of a Gigantosaurus right now.
The one that's left is the one that was running away from me in
No,
general, right?
that one I've taken off the initiative.
Oh, okay.
So there's one left that has.
Nice.
Is it one of the ones that was prone?
Yes, this is the prone one.
How badly does it look?
Very hurt.
Okay, I'm just gonna start punching it.
Punch through the nostrils.
You don't even have.
I am going to attempt to punch through the nostrils.
Just Three Stooges style.
Looks like snot rockets.
So that's a 20, a 20, and a natural 20.
Yep. How do you want to kill this one?
Three Stooges style, poking it in the eyes.
Nice.
All right. As that happens, you guys sort of calm down a bit. Things sort of settle down. Yes.
No,
Angeles?
that's not true. That's not true. Gooder goes over to Johan, picks him up from the ground, and shakes him and goes, "Don't take my food!"
And then, Gooder, you hear a giant roar of a crazy Gigantosaurus look down at you.
No, it's fake.
Intelligence save.
Yeah, he already made it.
19.
Oh, did he make it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I would like to do is all of a sudden have the Gigantosaurus just lay down, and then turn up like a dog and like looking for tummy pets, and then I'll come walking out of the jungle, and I'll give my own illusion a little rub, and then I'll snap it out of existence.
All right.
Nice touch.
Hey, when he goes to do that, I'm gonna I've got my little flute out. And I'm gonna like, when I think about you, I touch myself and heal myself for 12 points, second level healing, cure wounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna isolate that from Fearon and make that my ringtone. Like that.
We have it on recording.
So, with that, everyone, we will take our intermission for the night. Take 10 minutes. I will adjust the stream accordingly. That way it is muted and everything.
Can I just say before everybody goes, really good use of illusions there, guys.
Oh,
Much props.
absolutely.
That was very good.
Absolutely.
Hey, is there any other way to get safely eaten by a dinosaur?
I mean, yeah, I could eat you.
All right, everyone,
Is it-
take. I All right.
Unleash us.
You are unleashed back onto the public.
Let me
All
off the
right.
chain.
Hello,
Such a
everyone, and
horrible
welcome back. We are back from intermission. Sorry that was a bit longer than it normally should have been, but, you know, sometimes we get distracted. It happens, yeah.
I'm still locked on your screen.
I just fixed it. See, now that you can see that,
There's the delay.
that
There's a
happens every
delay.
single time you're,
That's weird.
yeah, every single time on my thing, that happens.
Does it happen on your thing every time?
So, you seen how he got blocked out with, like, his camera was on, but it wasn't showing him? Every single time for him, that does it on Discord.
Swear that only happens once in a while.
Just always on your thing, though.
That doesn't normally happen, I swear.
All right.
No,
So,
it just happens that way. Sometimes it just doesn't.
do you guys take a short
right,
rest,
yeah,
or what? Or do you continue going through the jungle that day?
I mean,
matter,
I'd
man.
like a short rest.
Twitter
Yeah,
is staring at Johan to make sure he understands why he's mad at him.
Johan, what the big shark is trying to tell you, don't play with his food.
Any of
Yo-
you got
yo-
a knife?
No, because Gooder just starts eating the closest Allosaurus corpse by the leg. He takes a drumstick for himself.
As Gooder looks like as if he is at one of the Renaissance festivals with the oversized turkey leg. But
Sharkman doesn't
even
want to be
larger.
fed. Sharkman wants to hunt.
Sharkman wants to kill.
Sharkman is killed. Maybe not as much as he wants to, but he still is killed.
I mean, that's true.
Can
Short
I
rest?
use my my
Arcane recovery.
Do we?
arcane- Yeah, and I took back a third slot and one first slot.
Okay.
All right, sure. Rest.
So I
Yep, you
just
guys
have
can take a short
one
rest.
first off and one second.
Let's see left here a little bit.
The rain is still keeping up pretty heavily as you guys are taking your short
casting
rest.
a dome. I don't mind casting a dome for an hour if you guys want to chill in that instead of getting rained on. It's up to you. Whatever.
Doesn't
Is
matter, man.
anybody in need of a little help, damage wise?
I can.
Couple at this point.
I got spells
I
that
used all
can
my
use.
hit points. I'm good.
Farron, are you going to sing your Song of Rest as well?
Yes, I will. I always do, but it's not like that last one.
Is that just a D6?
Yep, it's just a D6.
Okay, D6 is still a D6.
Well, that I'm back up to full.
Up to full.
Aren't you a D8 at this point, Farron? Or is that next level?
It's
Song of Rest is different than his.
yeah, it's different than Bardic Inspiration.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
decent-
It goes up at its own pace.
Next, he's got to get inspiring leaders so we all get temp hit points when we take a short rest.
Yeah. So,
Inspiring.
you guys take your rest. You start moving again. Kismet, if I can get another, what do you call it?
Survival check.
Survival check. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still on Allosaurus because I still got 2 hours left on this thing.
Absolutely.
Nice.
There we go. That is not hot. That is a 22.
22, all right. As you do that, you manage to make your way a solid way through the jungle.
Oh,
Yes.
no, go on.
Are you guys doing the gooder large thing again?
Yeah, I was
Express.
gonna ask, are we
I can
just
only do
going?
1 hour. I can only do it 1 hour on this one.
All right, you guys still managed to make it.
With what
So-
we had discussed, Kalen, we're doing it for the last hour of travel,
Okay.
or that way when we get into combat, we're not screwed.
I was
Or
hoping
not
to
a choice.
imagine Kalen as a dinosaur riding Gooder as a dinosaur.
or if nothing happens, I can do it for the last 2 hours if I don't use my arcane recovery. But I had to in this one just to make sure.
Yep.
So, just to
I almost feel like you could wild shape him for that, or you could polymorph him for that hour, and for that hour of riding on his back, just be taking a short rest,
Yeah.
as you're not doing anything.
I kind of imagine him balancing on my head with the wind in his hair, being fabulous atop, 80 feet
Just
high.
Fabio riding a dinosaur
Yes.
at like Mach 7 through the jungle. Bugs
God, I love
spattering you
this
guys as
mechanic.
you guys are.
And Kalen, great math. I love that. That was my favorite post when you're like, oh, it'll hit with 20 megajoules of TNT.
So, you guys managed to make it, and as you guys end for the night, you do find yourself at what appears to be a mine. You see,
Mine.
yeah, you do encounter, as you guys are tearing through on Gooder, you hear a commotion as you see a bunch of individuals, humans, sitting there prospecting, coming up, bringing carts up from a mine here. As they look terrified as you guys approach. Utterly terrified.
And then the hour runs out, and he instead becomes
Yes.
a giant shark.
You're still
Is that
terrified.
better or worse?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that better or is that worse?
Did you guys say that out loud?
No, that was that was me as a player. My internal monologue of asking
Okay.
myself. Would that
Because
make you
nobody
more
has
scared
said
or
that.
less
Nobody has
scared?
said that since I've killed him. So I'm trying to keep aware.
We're all still
Oh,
too
no.
afraid to say it.
I mean, that's good.
One might even say it's gooder for us not to use such a word.
I have a feeling somebody else, like an NPC, will slip up.
Well, considering
Oh.
NPCs don't know it's a trigger word.
Yeah.
But as you guys approach this area, you do see that they seem to be non-hostile. They seem to be like just workers working a remote mine off the coast here.
I will look to Dantalus.
As they look,
Yeah.
okay.
I will look to Dantalus and I'll say, what do we do now?
well,
And he
I mean,
gets on all fours in an attack position, like, huh?
no. I think we should probably just introduce ourselves properly and see if they can give us directions to the nearest pirate ship that we can take over.
So they're looking at you. Some of them have like crude spears and stuff like that. None of them seem to be. There's a few what do you call it? Flaming fist banners that come up as people start to come out to investigate you guys. Yes, there, Johan.
What race are these people?
It's a mix. It's mainly human, dwarf.
Is he okay with mixed race people? Because he seems kind of like from that south of the
Can I?
south of the area. This guy right here.
Do they have any like unifying insignia, like a pattern that they dress in?
All of the miners seem to just be whatever clothes that they're wearing. But the people that do seem to have weapons and stuff like that seem to be Flaming Fist members. You see light chainmail and stuff like that with the Flaming Fist insignia on tabards that they wear.
Gooder lets out a low, rumbling laugh.
And you remember at this point, you have a writ.
Ooh.
Because you had to get the Flaming Fist permission to come out into the jungle.
Mhm.
As
Which in
you
hindsight's kind of ridiculous because We are the Flaming Fist now.
Yeah.
And as you guys are sitting there, a man approaches you, and he's got a large, almost walrus-esque mustache. The rest of his face doesn't seem to be like it's been shaved in a while, and it's a bit scruffy, but his mustache stands out, the large walrus, very Jamie Heineman-looking mustache. And he's like,
Question.
yes.
Insight check. Is Johann jealous of the size of this man's mustache?
Oh, it's unkept fuckery.
As you guys see, every morning Johann's taking one of his psychic blades and just Colt
Not my psychic.
Clayton.
Psychic blade. My psychic blades can't actually hurt me. However, I do take out my massive ass Bowie knife and I just start.
Yeah, like Clayton from Tarzan, just sitting there, just shaving his face with the Bowie knife with a little mirror.
I actually have a Bowie knife that I want to use, but I don't want to pull it out because I don't think Ken would appreciate me pulling out a giant knife on
Yeah,
stream.
no
Yeah,
sharp,
that's,
pointy objects in stream.
Cosplay only.
Yes.
So yes, he is jealous of that man's mustache. Understood.
No, I am not.
So the man approaches, and with how large the mustache is, you can barely see his mouth as he moves. You just see it almost moving like the Lorax's mustache as he talks. The name is
Who I imagine.
The name is Commander Thaddeus Chadwick, at your service. And I am the commander here at Embertooth Mine. We are a simple silver mine, so what brings you out this far? I see you didn't take a boat. It's quite the trip to go through the jungle to get here.
Not really. We just took a dinosaur.
Gooder just looks him up and down and licks his lips. Tries to be intimidating as possible.
If you were going to... You're welcome to stay here for the night, but please keep your beast on a leash.
He's fine. He had a couple Allosaurus to eat the other night. He's good. Just, just don't poke him and he won't eat you. I mean, you can ask him yourself.
Probably.
And I'll look at him when I see this going on, and I'll pull out a piece of paper and I'll write the Q word and I'll pull him down and say, I got to tell you something, but I can't say it out loud.
He looks
fair and ahead of the game.
He looks at you. He's like, "You better explain yourself right now."
Oh,
Well, you have to lean down because I'm like knee high.
No, as soon as he hears that, so Gooder's gonna go through a thing right now. He's gonna jump towards him and lift him up by his neck. When he does this, you can see that Gooder visibly recoils for himself.
And as this also happens, the other guards in the area start to grab their weapons and start to point their spears at you guys.
He's
I'm gonna be
fighting
like-
himself, and he struggles, and you can all see he's on the verge of going into a rage, but somehow...
I'm going to be like, Gooder, no. Bad doggy, no.
Gooder slowly puts him down, looking at his eyes, looking at the walrus man right in the face, going, "There is no better." And then he'll, toss him down. Not violently, but, pushing him away. Yeah, gruff. Thank you. That's a
And
good
when
word.
this happens, I'm going to look at him and I was like, I was going to try to keep you from saying that. Sorry.
He looks at you guys. It looks at Gooder especially. I think you need to find somewhere else to make camp tonight.
Well, honestly, we're just looking for a pirate ship if you could just point us in the direction. We're trying to just wreak some havoc on some pirates.
That'll be about probably 10 miles towards the bay. If you look at the southern cliff here, you can see it from here. on days when visibility is good, but as night is approaching, it is not going to be easy to see. But at this point, you need to leave. You are not welcome here anymore.
Kismet just shrugs. I didn't want to stay here anyway.
I would have been like, well, I could have entertained you with some fabulous music, and I might have some booze left. But I guess I was trying to help you and save you from that little ordeal. But I'm sorry. Apologize. A little boy doesn't quite always get it out right away.
Phrasing, but okay.
And then I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to pull out a gold piece and put it in his hand and be like, I hear that they have fabulous razors, and you can shave, and it'll look all nice and pretty, and then I'll keep walking.
And as you do that, he just calls out, "Are you dare bribing an officer of the law of the Flaming Fists?"
Nope, I'm not bribing you. I'm just saying, hey, a razor would make that thing look fabulous.
Face looks fucked up, and I just walk away.
You just hear a deep breath as he just...
I'm so sorry. Like, there's some of them, I mean, our
Leave.
friend's back here, he's great, but some of them just don't quite understand manners yet.
Kismet under his breath says, yeah, some law you guys are.
As with that,
We'll walk
more and
behind.
more people are showing up with weapons.
This is
I'm
as
walking
Kismet is
away.
starting to
How
walk
many-
away as well.
How many are we like gauging?
There's dozen of what looks like civilian miners just holding out weapons and stuff like that, pickaxes, things that, as they feel the tension here and they want to protect their livelihood.
Gooder's
Get
gonna
up.
follow Johan as he laughs at the beard joke.
And do these people look like they're from Port Nyanzaru?
Yeah, they look like they're all Chalton.
Do they look super smart?
The people,
Yeah.
Super
They're-
smart.
like day laborers, so do with that as you will.
Okay. Fantastic. I'm going to just stand there with my back to the jungle and start proclaiming all of these crazy things of like, how could you turn away my friends? Look, they're just learning how to behave. And as I'm doing this, I'm also going to turn around, say something, turn back around, and all of a sudden, a Gigantosaurus, because I'm going to cast Major Image, is going to come stomping out of the jungle.
How large can you make with Major Image?
20-foot cube. It's huge.
It's a smaller
It's-
Gigantosaurus, but it is
I
still
can do
a
a
Gigantosaurus.
dragon. I can do a dragon in that one.
Okay.
The way that it's done. So I should be able to do that. And what I wanted to do, though, is to chomp down on me. Just like I did before. And I'm going to scream bloody murder. And then just dead silence. And have it do the look up again. And then just sit there and watch them. And hopefully just scare the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, you hear some gasps and ahs as they run away. The guards start running out. And I actually need you to make a dexterity save as a bunch of spears and arrows come your way, trying to defeat the dinosaur that is...
I'll use my reaction and throw up my shield for a 21 AC.
This is a dex save,
my
not
bad.
a...
Oh, dex save.
Yes.
Oh, my
Because
bad.
there is a large cloud of projectiles coming your way.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm gonna have to make I'm gonna have to make an intelligence save too.
I mean, Kaylin would tell you.
Aylin's gonna cover me.
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, that's good, buddy.
All right, you got a 10 there, Danielis?
I did. I mean, my other plan, the rest of my plan was the bonus action phase step away, but I had to wait 6 seconds in order to,
you
phase
You
step
can
out.
still bonus action.
you
No,
see-
no, because
Oh,
it's
spells.
a 3rd level spell, and I gotta wait. Yeah.
Oh
so-
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will
this-
take 17 points of piercing damage as almost like comically like the in like westerns when the guy's getting shot with all the rounds just two, just getting peppered with these arrows and spears.
Make your
Uh,
concentration saving
yep.
throw.
Yep, concentration on the illusion.
Oh man, come on, pass it.
Did it? It's an 8.
Ah, he's down.
You know what?
So-
no, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna use my reaction
Okay.
for a 7.
So-
Still down.
And you know what? I couldn't even do that anyways. No, so the 8 stands. I forgot
So
to use the bow.
as you're sitting there, just you look down, you have arrows, spears, and javelins in you. You're just like, ta-da!
I thought it was a
Closest
great
to me.
joke.
As-
I
Closest
will-
to me.
At that point, can I bonus action face step to my friends?
Yes. Yes.
Who's closest to me?
I would say Kaylin, because
I am,
Kaylin was
yeah.
talking to you.
Okay. I look at Kaylin, like with like wide eyes, like now, can I?
Look, if they throw a spear at us, give him 1 second.
Yeah, he's peppered with spears. He's got lots of spears.
They throw another
Oh,
spear.
God.
If they throw
Oh, God.
anything at us,
I'm
Go
so
for it, boy.
sorry. I thought
Go for it.
I thought that was gonna go so differently, and it definitely backfired on me. And
Everyone can feel
Not
an
really
air
a-
of anger coming off of Kismet right now.
See, it worked really well for the workers. They all fled. You see them running off to the mines to take shelter. The flaming fists that were around acted in defense of the camp, seeing just a gigantosaurus rush out and attack someone.
now, I didn't
how
think about
many
that all the way through.
how many flaming fist members roughly do we see?
You see about 30.
Oh no!
As angry as
mean-
Kismet is, he will also say, "We shall just leave. 'cause
I'm gonna go
otherwise these people will be left without protection."
What are you doing, Farron?
I'm running over and healing in the
My
second.
dumbass.
I'm gonna be like, you got to the point.
It seemed I was spearheading the joke in the wrong direction.
And you do see there is one tomato that also came as well.
That's just rude. Alright, well, they said it was 10 miles that way, so...
It is getting late at night, though. Darkness is starting to fall. You guys are no longer in the jungle area. You are in a grassy, hilly, cliffy clearing-esque for the next, 10 miles.
We just go a little ways away and then camp if you want. What do we think?
That works.
Or we just keep traveling at night?
A
I
good
don't
idea.
wanna go out at night.
Well, you're lucky I don't have any summon spells right now, because I might be tempted to drop bird poop on them or something during the night. Anyways.
Summon bats and have them poop on him from the cave.
I would. That'd be hilarious. But...
You just made me think of something hilarious that I could do.
What's that?
I'm gonna set up my tent.
Guess
and go
who
to
has
sleep
a
'cause I
charm
wasn't
that
awake.
lets him summon animals?
Oh, don't use it on...
No.
Funny, though, but... Oh,
Use
man.
it for petty revenge.
Hey,
For
That's fine.
Kismet, this is not petty. He's had to deal with these flaming fists for years and hates them so much.
So what you're saying is you hate these flaming fist, flaming assholes for being mean to the little flaming fey prince. Understood.
No, he hates
Fantastic.
them for being dicks to the people of Schult. Because he knows that for sure they're getting profit off of this mine that should be going to Portney and Zaru.
All I'm saying is, all you need to do is tell Gooder that.
We cannot
We
let
could
Gooder off the
liberate
chain.
him.
No, because
yeah,
he
I thought
also
about
knows.
it, but
Because he
yeah.
also knows.
Kaylin had a shotgun ready with the word "go."
Yeah, but they're protecting them. Otherwise, these camps can get run over by undead.
Exactly.
All right.
He also knows that without the Flaming Fist, there is currently no one to protect them. If there was a way that we could find them other protection and take out this flaming fist, he'd be all for it.
All right.
There's a whole lot of fisting going on. All right,
lot
I'll just go ahead and just put up the dome.
Gooder's got to
fabulous
talk to you
dome for
guys
these
now.
guys.
Good. As soon as you pull up the tent and we get all comfy, Gooder's gonna have to talk to you guys for a second. So
That's the dome. That's
The dome
noise.
is up, yes.
That's what it makes.
the dome noise. Okay,
After
so
11 minutes.
once everybody's inside, Gooder will go to the center of the tent and like make eye contact with everybody.
Just realize you don't blink.
Yeah.
Have your eyes always been that deep, dark black and a hint of blue?
Your guy's always been that lifeless.
No. No. But I know there is no better. And I'm sorry for grabbing that man. It's hard to hear it still. But I'm trying.
Ismit will put a hand on Gooder's shoulder, look at him and say, first off, there's nothing to be sorry for. The Flaming Fist are a bunch of assholes that don't deserve to be in Schult to begin with. Second off, you didn't murder him, so it's a step in the right direction.
You just see Gooder's shoulders like deflate, like he's very relieved, and he'll put his hand on your hand on his shoulder and just give you a good nod of acceptance. He'll look at all of you and go, I'm trying. And then he'll go to his corner of the circle, however one would do that, plop down on his side, and start writing in his book.
Okay.
I would like to give Farron a quick wink, and I'm going to make a minor illusion of a very, but I know it's a 5-foot cube, but I'm not going to use all that space. I'm going to make like a little mini Gooder, and I'm going to have it running like it's hunting something, and I'm going to just give Farron a wink, and I'm hoping that he'll get what I want to do.
Yep.
And I want it to happen like right over his head, and
I'll create an illusion and a song with it, so like it has some music to it
Okay.
as it's going.
What? He chomps on me?
no.
I'm gonna make an illusion of the guy that like you want to eat, and it'll be in the form of a lullaby.
Oh, nice. Gooder likes that.
Okay.
Seeing where this is going, Kismet will pull out his flute and assist.
Aww,
Yeah.
serenading. You see Goody twitching his feet along with the rhythm as he falls asleep.
After the song is done, Kismet will just sit and think for a while before falling asleep.
Okay.
I'll play a little song of rest as part of it once I finish the little lullaby portion.
Yeah, I'll take a nap.
An
Oh.
8-hour nap.
Get in my hammock. Hopefully, if there's trees enough to put up my hammock and read my book a little bit and go to sleep.
Are we by the water, or are we not there yet?
yet.
No, you got another
I'm
like
out.
day to get to the water. You're no longer in the jungle, and there really isn't any trees at this point where you're at.
Well,
Okay.
damn it. All right.
You gotta sleep on the ground like the rest of us.
Didn't the Naga say something about a mine and there being stuff in the mine?
That's not this one.
Different
okay.
mine. We're
That's
heading
one further
toward that
south.
mine. That's where we're
Okay.
actually heading.
If you look on the map where it says the Cobalt Mountains, that hexagon that's circled there, that's where we're headed.
Okay.
Where the red dragon's at, where we might be testing your whole dropping.
We have until then to get that thing up and running.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So, you guys take your rest, and you guys wake up the next morning, and things are different. The rain doesn't sound terrible today. It's a light drizzle, but nothing that's brutal like it was starting to get yesterday. The rain has finally taken its way off. And as you guys start to move, no survival check needed at this point because you can see the coast from your vantage point. You guys start making your way to Jahaka Bay. As you guys continue on, you pass you skirt the outsides of the mine and continue on to the relief of the flaming fist guarding the post there.
Gooder's gonna walk behind everybody. He's gonna be last in line now.
Are we travacking through this? I mean, how are we getting through here?
Damn it. And as you guys start to get to Jahaka Bay, you come to where the river Tath Delta and Jahaka Bay. And you see a couple small schooners sort of bobbing in the bay. One small sloop as well.
Okay,
So a sloop is a one-master, schooner is a two-master.
Definitely want the two master.
So before any of y'all get near water, I've got a couple things to cast. There's one thing for when we actually see a pirate ship and we're gonna attack, but for now, I need y'all to like sit still for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
Looking
and then
very
start-
confused at Kalen. Why?
you don't need this, but might as well. You're good to go, Gooder, if you want. And then I'll just have Gooder's head, and then everyone else, I'll start casting ritual casting water breathing on them so everyone can breathe for the next 24 hours. If
Oh, nice.
we all get stuck underwater somehow.
Very good. Very good.
And if we need to walk on water when we see a ship to take, that one only lasts an hour, so I'll wait to cast that one. And yeah, no one's drowning on my watch.
Nice.
All right.
Good to know.
Ken, I do have a question.
Yes.
Would it be safe for me to assume that I would know most of these beasts out of that jungle rot addendum that I sent you, or would I need to make like a check on that?
So the majority of those are exclusive to the deep jungles of Chult, and then if you've never been in the deep jungles for an extended period of time, you would not know them.
What about as far as the sea creatures?
The sea creatures? You'd have to be around the Bay of Chult and the oceans around Chult, because Chult is the only place on the planet still where dinosaurs are still found, with the exception of like plesiosaurs and random lochs and lakes around the world.
My question was going to be in regard to the Mosasaurus.
You guys would not have seen that yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
those
walk up
aren't
to the water
normally
and
near
start
Port
fishing.
Nyanzaru. They're a little afraid of the dragon turtle.
I'm gonna start fishing.
So you guys manage. You see the bay. You see the three ships bobbing there. one small one, and two slightly bigger ships bobbing there. You don't see any
What
flags.
colors are they all flying? Oh, never mind.
You don't see any colors being flown.
Gooder goes off with Johann as he starts fishing, and Gooder just says to the rest, "Tell me when we're leaving." And he just dives into the ocean, just swimming blissfully. Hopefully trying to push fish towards the hook that Johann has put into the water.
Can I check this like water that's pouring out into the ocean? Is this covered in leeches as well, or?
Salt water.
Yeah, this is where like it's a delta where the salt waters or the fresh water's meeting and mixing with the fresh water. Gooder, the one thing that you realize the second you get in there is the rip tides that are here. The current is incredibly powerful here.
Good thing I got that belt.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for that belt, you would be having some issues with the swimming right now.
Oh, this makes me feel good. Oh, yes, this is good. Work out.
Like when they go fishing and he goes to jump in the water, I'm going to examine around the boats to see about how long somebody has like docked these or set these boats, or are they out in the water?
They're docked like right by the shore. There isn't any formal docks.
Okay. I mean, they're not tied up or drawn to where they're kind of sitting partly on land, so they can push them out.
Yeah, they're sitting just barely out of the shallows, and you see they have anchors down.
Okay.
All right, I'm a boat newbie. How big, if feet wise, are these boats?
So, let me just Google that real quick. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'm sorry, I don't know much about boats.
No, you're totally fine.
A sloop is not going to be very big. It is not going to be big enough for all of us.
We need the two master.
So a
Yes.
sloop is about 45 feet long, on average.
So yeah, two of them.
And there's only one sloop. The schooners, those are about 152 feet long. Those are much larger, and you would realize that by yourselves, if you guys were to take over a ship, you probably would not be able to sail that yourself. The other thing, too, is you could potentially talk to them, try saying, because you do see people bopping around the ship decks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the thing.
Okay.
I'd be more than fine with talking to these people. These don't seem like pirates.
You haven't
So,
talked to them yet
I mean,
to find out.
even if they are.
I mean,
Well-
if they are, then we have a shark.
Yeah, Gooder's in the ocean. Just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Da-da, da-da.
Exactly. He's not. He took a clue from how he just interacted with the flaming fist guy. He's gonna leave the talking up to somebody else.
Well, look, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this fantastic tavern band I ran into one time. Names like Gravelly Salt and some coarse pepper. They have this fantastic song called Sloop Baby Sloop. So anyways, I'm thinking that we should just go over there and just get that sloop, baby, sloop.
What?
Is this after Kalen has now cast his spell?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say we should go talk to the people on one of the bigger boats.
Might cost us a couple gold, but at least if they can get us there, it'll be quick.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, if
guess
they're
we'll
not
have to
pirates,
get
I'm more than
bigger
willing to
boat.
pay.
What?
What was that?
I mean, I said if they're not pirates, I'm more than willing to pay them for passage.
If they are pirates, I am more than willing to pay them for passage.
What did we pay, the iron or the gold price?
Game of
Oh
Thrones.
no.
I'm gonna
Not
go
the
start
iron
walking
price.
over to one of the big boats.
That's not the sloop, baby.
Tantalus,
You
come
don't
with
need
us.
the sloop.
We need you.
All right.
All right. Seems
I
like a
start
bad
walking too
idea.
because I'm kind of curious on how this is gonna go.
I swim closer when I notice Johan starts drifting over that way. I'll drift over to whatever boat they're.
Who's gonna talk to the ship captain or whatever they are? I'm gonna look at you guys. It'll be like, because evidently I don't want to be like confused for a little boy with these people.
I mean,
Oh, that's
I
fair, I
will.
guess.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration when you go to do whatever you're doing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right next to you anyways, just in case. Start talking.
All right. So, you guys start making your way over there, and as you get close to the ships, you see they start to take note of you, and you just get a sort of a nervous energy radiating from the crewmen as several of them are starting to stick by shipboard crossbows on the railings and stuff like that
I'll wave at them.
as you approach, and a couple of them wave back at you, and you hear one guy
I'll
yell,
hold up a hand in greeting.
"Oi! Name yourselves!"
My name is Kismet.
Name's
I come to ask
Kaylin.
I come to ask for passage down the coast.
Down the coast. Also, Kismet, well met.
Well met.
Just, I'm not gonna kiss you though. Just,
No,
that's not how we meet here.
no. Don't worry, I run into that a lot. That same statement, many a time.
Howdy.
And are they within 120 feet of us?
At this point, yeah, you guys are probably like 60 feet on the shore away from them.
I like to very quietly, very, very quietly send a message to the guy that Kismet just talked to
Okay.
and try and mimic Kismet's voice as much as possible. Be like, I really do want to kiss you. You can't respond to this message.
My lord,
Oh no.
you're an asshole.
I'm gonna say no, not to this. No to
Aw.
this. That's a bit on a bit too much with known comfort levels of players and stuff like that at the table. So,
All right.
but so you're sitting there and he's like, "Passage? Well, let me get the captain. She'll want to see ye."
I'm gonna look over at Kismet and be like, "It's for real. He don't want to kiss you. It's okay.
For real?
For real."
Kismet's just gonna sigh a little bit to himself.
Hey, I'm only half as tall, so it's only half as funny.
Ay.
Johan found that really, really fucking funny.
So, as you guys,
I just gotta ask: can everybody see Gooder swimming around, or can somebody see Gooder swimming around?
You might just
Around-
see a fin.
Around. Okay, that's fair. But you guys know where I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll fin you.
All right. Good.
Wow, so that is a hell of a movement speed on a sailing ship for D&D. So after a couple minutes, the man comes back out. It's like, "Oi, the captain, she'll talk to you now over the rails. Don't want you on the ship yet, 'cause
That's understandable.
we don't know ye, but she'll talk to you. Her name is Vanessa, Captain Vanessa Blackheart, and
And have
good
I
name.
heard anything about a Captain Vanessa Blackheart in the area?
Give me a history check.
You would know.
Anyone from Chult can make this.
Not. No.
16.
The Blackheart sounds sort of familiar, but you can't place anything. And after a minute, a woman comes up to the rails, and you see seems to be an elf, moon elf, very pale, almost bluish skin, seemingly untarnished by the sun of being on the waves. You see raven black hair coming down in a braid over her shoulder, and very much captain's clothing for the time. Colors being black with red trim. And on her, the buttons down her shirt are all little hearts. Hello, name's Vanessa Blackheart, Captain, at your service. What can I do for you here? You're looking for passage.
You heard right. I am Kismet, and these are my companions. We look for passage down the coast. We're willing to pay if necessary.
How far are you trying to go? Are you trying to get to Nianzaru, or are you trying to get further south?
Well, I'm gonna pull out the map and remember just how far south we're trying to get.
So your plan was to get to Silku Bay.
Where
Okay, can you pull our map down that way a little bit, because I can't see that far.
Yep. So your goal is to go down around this and come up
Around
at Silku.
into Silku Bay.
I thought we were gonna go to the mountain because that'd be faster.
No,
Actually, if we
So
go to
your
the-
goal was to come down around, come up to Hrockhammer through the mountains, and then go through the Valley of Lost Honor to Omu.
Yeah, we're trying to get into that peak of Silku Bay, towards the break in the mountains, is what he's
Yeah.
saying.
You want to try
Towards the
getting
Valley of
here
the
so you
Lost
can
Honor.
get to this pass
Yeah.
to come up
Mm-hmm.
around.
So I will say to her, well, we're trying to get to Silku Bay.
Aye, Silku. I am familiar. It is not too far from here by boat, if the wind is favorable.
Oh, we can take care of that.
Oh, can we?
I look over to Kayla and then back and think, and say, yeah, we could help with that.
I mean, I could get us there if you'd like, and agree to my rates. Say 2.5 days. My vessel here, the Rosy Hull, is quite a fast ship here, and we can get you there.
I look over at Kaylin really quick and be like, she's going to be blown away, Kaylin.
Didn't.
Kismet will
How much
nod
for
and say,
passage?
yes, how much would it cost? We also have, along with the 6 you see here, we have a 7th member currently in the water. Though he may not be one that you would typically expect to see.
Well, I wouldn't recommend swimming here, as the tides can be quite, or the currents can be quite dangerous.
He can handle them.
I'm actually a little surprised that he is swimming as well as he is, but I mean, he is quite strong.
But
And
for
check your chat.
passage, I require. Name your price.
Check your chat.
Oh God.
I'm pulling it up right now. Give me a second, Aaron.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How much would be a good price for 2.5 days of travel on boat?
gold each.
I was gonna say like 5 gold each. I was gonna ask if that seemed agreeable.
She sort
Because
of
we would bring our own rations, so they don't need to feed us.
5
Hey, yo,
gold each. You
missus,
said there's
you mind,
7 of you plus your friend there, unless she's not coming. And she points to Aku on the shore.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Still
thought that
with
I
us?
forget that it's 8. I always do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ma'am?
6, 7. Yeah.
Can we talk real quick? Not you, just a group.
What?
I want to talk to you guys for a second.
Why?
1 second, and I'm just gonna go over and I'm gonna like poke your Kismet. Let's see, Kismet, Dantalus, and Kalen. Sorry, other guys. I can only do 3. No, 3. So yeah,
Ismin is going to be very confused for a moment.
pap all 3 of you on the head. So, unfortunately, I can only do 3. I wish I could do more, but
Who was the third?
it is Kalen, Kismet, and Dantalus. No, I don't like Dantalus. Ostrom.
You already said it, big boy.
Ostrom, Kalen, and Kismet. Gooder's currently swimming. I don't think you'd understand this. So I'm gonna pap all you guys, and it's psychic whisper. So for the next 8 hours, we are in each other's thoughts.
Oh, this is awful.
Whatever. So in thoughts, he's just gonna kind of be like, "All right, so something fucky's going on in this situation, and I do not feel comfortable about this. I got this intuition about her, and something tells me she's a bit sketchy on what's going on here. So I'd say we handle this a tad bit carefully for what's going on. But
She is a pirate, and like
that's what my mind is saying. My mind is saying is she's name your price. Most people already have a price that get put on there. Ship travel, and she didn't say nothing. So my think is she's some sort of pirate or
Everything all right? You guys are quite quiet over there. You just sort of
I'm trying
stop
to like
talking
make
to me.
small. No, I'll keep making small talk with her and being like, okay, so like, because I know a
Ask
little
about
bit
the weather.
about ships and actually pirating, but not in real life. Just in case.
I will offer to entertain the crew as part of the travel.
yes, in my mind that's what I'm telling you 3.
So
And
would
then,
that be enough to get us down there? I'd ask her. For all 8 of us?
5 gold per person.
I'd say 10 gold 10 gold ahead, and you might have yourself a deal.
Where were you heading?
We were just repairing one of our ships. It got well, there's lots of mean beasties in the area, and they were not kind to the ship. As she nods to one of the schooners, as you see some large chunks have been crushed, and it almost looks like large tentacles had damaged the hull.
Oh.
Oh, we can definitely help ward those off on the way as well.
The waters are not safe around here, and going south is dangerous as well for us as it is for you. But it stops you from having to walk through the jungle, which is
Yeah.
a plus.
Ismit's gonna
How-
look to the party as for confirmation of seem agreeable to everybody.
And
Nod.
in my mind, I tell you guys, I don't want to fucking kill her because I don't like pirates. But I'm just gonna go ahead with you guys, and then once you guys attack, I'm killing everyone. So
Yeah, we can kill her if she makes a move. That's not an issue. We're
no,
definitely
not if she
taking
makes a
full
move.
watches.
Kismet just gives you a look, Johan, of just we'll just play it by ear. Kismet will then turn back around to the captain and say, 10 gold ahead sounds agreeable.
you see, our cavalry doesn't have ears, so
You have an accord, my lady.
Aye, we have an accord. We will be
I have a way of getting the cavalry if we need it.
we will be finishing up preparations for the rest of the day. So take the day if you need, and we will be leaving first light tomorrow. Yes, Gooder.
Since I'm swimming around this boat, can I hear any of this conversation?
Not through the water, no.
Okay,
Water is very anti-sound.
for real. So, at whatever part from here on, I'm going to start climbing out of the water on the dock slowly with tentacles first.
Mhm.
So the first
Why?
thing everybody sees is the tentacles grab onto the dock, and then the
There is
there
no
is
dock.
actual dock.
They're just
It's
anchored.
just the like shallows.
oh, okay. Well, then I'll emerge from the sea, tentacles first.
Godzilla-esque, just coming out of the
Yeah.
ocean, just. Doom, doom,
At
doom.
which Kismet is gonna look over and wave you down.
As you see, the sailors get visibly nervous.
He's with
He'll-
us.
Seeing him.
Kismet will call up. Yep, that's the 8th member. Don't worry about it. I told you he's not what you expect.
You travel with Sahagin?
No, he is not a
No.
Sahagin.
The
He is.
Hoggett.
His
Can
name
I
is
do-
Gutter.
can I do a
Gutter.
his- Can I do a history check for
Yeah.
that real quick? Because I don't know what
Absolutely.
that is. Like, I genuinely don't know what that is. 15.
15. You would know, especially being marine acclimated, you would know that Sahagin are a race of shark humanoids that live in the ocean that are the direct rival of sea elves. And they are very antagonistic in the ocean and very feared after.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
I would
I
be.
built Gooder without the knowledge that there were actual shark people in D&D. There are
They're not really
actual
shark people.
They're
As far as
they're-
what you look like.
Yeah, they're like. So, let me just look up a picture here because I sort of always have imagined them as.
How do you spell Sahagin?
That is a good question.
S.A.
Saughain
Oh,
I-
oh, jeez.
or something.
I
They look
always
kind of scary.
I always imagine them sort of looking like Ripjaw from Ben 10, but I guess they don't.
Spell that again,
Oh,
one at
no.
a time.
S
S-A...
Sahuagin.
This is typical. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, they're nasty looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're not quite shark people.
they're
Aren't there
always
were sharks in D&D?
there are were sharks. Sahagins are usually described as shark-like, and they're
Oh, there's
usually paired with
Skeleon.
sharks.
Skeleon
Yeah.
or
No,
shark-like race.
here's
in
a
5e.
Here's a good picture of a potential shark Shahagin. All right, so Gooder, at hearing the name Shahagin, will look up at her and start shaking his head virulently and go, "I'm Gooder, Shahagin," and he'll spit.
Fair enough.
He's not a Sahagin. I would very much clarify.
Oh, and he sees that she's an elf, and he'll curse, right, Reich, which is like right. That's
Mhm.
like a bad word.
Yep.
So
She'll-
she knows that he speaks Elvish.
She'll nod and she'll be like, "Well, good. You must be.
He's good at keeping Sahagin away.
I can imagine. I hope it keeps that way, as there is the possibility that we might run into a Sahagin raiding party, as they are common in these waters."
He just licks his lips.
So,
Shahagin
So,
brawlers.
Kismet will go over to Gooder and explain that we are going to be traveling with them for 10 gold per person in order to go down the coast in 2.5 days to get to our destination.
Takes his little pack of money. He has exactly 58 gold, and he'll just toss it to Kismet. He has still no care, or he has concept of money, but he has absolutely no care. So I'm gonna take that out of my my equipment Kismet, and it's yours now.
Okay.
Spend
I'm
it
just
for
gonna.
him.
For now, I'm just gonna add it to my gold total so I know exactly how much I have. We need 80 gold in total.
Yep, 80.
Okay. Kismet will just take Gooder's gold and whatever is needed out of his and separate that as our passage.
All right.
So we have 80 gold.
Sounds good.
We camping next to the on the shore for the day.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
assume they're leaving tomorrow morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
they said they'd be leaving at first light. They allow you. They have a small cabin that they can let you guys sleep in for the night, and as you are paying them, they will have a cabin available to you guys.
I'll mentally Kismet and our Astrum. Do we want to stay on the boat at night, or are we going to go?
I do not want to stay on that boat at night.
Kismet will
Gooder,
say to
Yeah.
Kismet will say to them in the mind thing, we are paying them as long as they get their gold. They're on our side.
Gooder looks at Kismet when he says this and goes, "So we trust him."
No.
I'm gonna offer to perform and entertain her to keep her occupied. And like, I'm not gonna say this out loud and to them, but to the party, I'll be like, I'll go entertain her, play some songs, and maybe have a drink.
I figure for the day we would go, like, collect food for the journey for ourselves, since we can do that.
I'm gonna tell them that we're gonna go and finish up some errands, collect some food. We'll be back to the boat by morning, though, so to not leave without us. And we haven't paid them yet, so they're not gonna run
All right.
if they want our gold. If
So-
I'm telling this to the group, does that sound like a good plan?
Gooder
We should be
looks
back
at
to the boat
Kalen.
before daybreak, but I agree.
Gooder looks at Kalen and goes, "We are not together."
Not yet.
I'm just gonna look at you guys and be like, I'm more than willing to entertain her. I'm gonna smile and like know she's a elf and know I'm about the right height for the,
Really quick,
No.
Gooder's gonna look at Dantalus to see his reaction to whether or not Dantalus trusts him. Trusts the captain.
I didn't do
Dantalus,
any-
what did you?
I
didn't do
an
anything.
insight check. I didn't do anything. They
So
were
then he's
having a secret mind conversation, so I just pretty much just stood here.
So then, Gooder will look at Kismet, with the "Do we trust him?" look.
Kismet will say, we trust them to get us there, and nothing more.
But to answer your question, I'm going to cast Fireball at the ship.
What?
No.
I'm
No.
just kidding. I don't even have Fireball, so.
That's such
yeah.
I
a,
knew
No.
it didn't.
I like
I knew
how
it didn't.
I know exactly what you were doing with that, with the Critical Role reference to there. I
Yeah.
love it.
Gooder will look at
Um,
Ostrom. Ostrom, what is your reaction?
Well, I say we need to be on our guard, but I think it'll work.
And then I'll look at Johan. With
Johan says if they sneeze wrong, fuck them up.
with being visibly satisfied with that answer, Gooder nods and looks at the boat.
Shit, does Gooder understand metaphors? Because
Yes.
very quickly.
Gooder's more wise than he is smart.
So he would understand what.
Yeah, so metaphors are
I think
metaphors
when
for him and
someone
not
literally
malaphors.
sneezes and it's just a line.
It's not like he's Drax.
Yeah, I'm
I thought about
like a level above Drax. Like I get
thought about it for a
metaphors, and
second.
that's
Yeah, I thought about it for a second, and I was like, now if someone sneezes, don't fuck them up. I'm saying they have to mess up in some way.
You can explain that if you think you need to.
If one of them acts hostile towards any of us that causes us harm or acts like they would cause us harm, fuck them up. There, that's what I meant to say.
Just looks at you and just says, "Say go."
Here we.
So, as you guys are sitting there having this conversation and hunting and doing this stuff, as evening starts to fall, a couple crew members sort of very shyly approach Dantalus. Sort of the one wringing his hat in his hands. And you see, they just seem visibly anxious and nervous to approach you, Dantalus.
Oh my god.
And
I'm behind Dantalus at this time.
the one guy just sort of stammers, are you the wonderful Dantalus? I remember seeing a show in Waterdeep the one time, and it was quite amazing. Are you him? You look like him, but you're pretty far from Waterdeep. Is that you, Dantalus?
I'm sorry, I don't know anybody called the wonderful Dantalus. And with that,
Gooder looks visibly confused.
I will cast pyrotechnics and have a massive explosion of fireworks up above me, and then this is gonna it's gonna allow you to let me bend a couple of rules, and with that, cast minor illusion in with it, and use the sparkles to form fabulous.
Well, that's funny. I was going to cast Minor Illusion over the top of you with, like, Fabulous Dantalus and shake
Yeah.
you.
I mean, if you're talking about the fabulous Dantalus, well, that's me, of course.
And
As the sign says.
you legitimately
All the
see stars in their eyes as they just like plop their butts down right in the sand and like watch everything that the impromptu show that you just start going out. And as the night goes on, more and more
You
crew
found your
members,
fan club.
as
Found fan club.
more and more crew members, as they finish their duties, come up to you as you're just putting on this impromptu performance.
Yeah, I'll burn. I'll do some stuff here.
I'll play music to coincide with his antics, and I'll add any minor illusions that I can to add to his like flavor of show. If he needs like some sort of separate object or whatever, like say he's gonna explode of like a bird flying or something, I'll cast the bird and let him blow it up, turn into whatever.
Gooder loves all of this. This is the best show since Mug Mug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll use basically combinations between, because as it turns out, I didn't have major image actually prepared because I changed it. But I will use combination between like mirror image, invisibility, pyrotechnics, and you know what? I'll even use polymorph. And I'll use polymorph in a way to where I will use pyrotechnics to... I'll pull Gooder up on stage with me. And I'll just do this fabulous, just like, I'm going to make this wonderful Gooder
He can
disappear.
dance. Okay.
And what I'll do is, when I say this, and I'm gonna make him reappear like way over there. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to use pyrotechnics and throw up a big wall of smoke. And I'm gonna have my hand on Gooder, and I'm going to cast polymorph on him, turn him into a bat to send him that way on the other side, and then as soon as he gets to the other side, I'll drop polymorph myself, and he'll just appear.
So I might need to make an intelligence saving throw to understand
Nah.
this.
I'm going to give you directions, so you get to keep the directions in your mind, so you just know to fly that way, and that's all
Okay.
I'll say. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give him bardic inspiration as part of his performance, and while I'm playing.
Very good.
I gotta mark off a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna add small vision to like all of this with Druidcraft. So like when there's an explosion, just like a whiff of sulfur, or like when there's like pyrotechnics or flowers, just
I wish
you
I
know,
had major image.
appropriate
otherwise
smells.
I could have done a little more.
And as you do this, and as you waste all these spells, the horde of goblins rush out of the I'm joking.
Okay.
No, I was ready to be like, don't interrupt the show. Everyone else fights. Daedalus is like keeps performing.
As
Daedalus
meanwhile,
is
I
in a
have
fight.
3 spell slots left.
I got plenty of rage. I'm good.
That's
Actually,
all right.
no.
I would turn Gooder into a lawnmower.
Yeah, so I would kind of end with that, and then I'll use my very last 3rd level slot to do like an amazing, a fabulously amazing pyrotechnic show up above me is kind of like a finale of awesomeness of, sleight of hand stuff, because I would be doing, card tricks, some small stuff, obviously pulling coins out of people's ears, just a smaller illusion stuff to get them going with sleight of hand and things like that.
Absolutely.
You gotta warm them up with the small stuff first.
And then I'm gonna turn around to my entire party and say, "See, I told you I was known all over the world."
Gooder loves this. He's just clapping all awkwardly. And stuff.
It continues too, and it's really awkward when he's the bat briefly. He's like clapping as the bat, and then he like falls out of the sky a little bit, then remembers, oh, fly, and just sort of flies over to the direction you want, and you drop the polymorph, and he reappears.
Ismet will look amused. This is not really anything he's ever seen before, so he's a little interested.
Astrum is watching and like trying to figure out like what is magic and what is just sheer sleight of hand, and very much amused by the whole thing.
All right, sounds good. As you guys sit there and wind down the night, magic show and performance going all throughout the night, you guys end up going to bed that night with a smile on your face. New friends made. Weary new allies.
We're taking watches, right, tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Probably.
if anything, this proves that a lot of the crew aren't really going to be willing to kill at least Daedalus.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I definitely gave out autographs. I mean, I'm not going to turn away my
Oh yeah,
fans.
you after the show, you spent. People were bringing everything that they had for you to sign, and being on a ship, there was hardly a single piece of paper for you to sign. It was like someone brings up an oar to have you sign, someone brings up a life ring for you to sign. It's just bits and bobs. One person brings a compass and has you sign his compass.
Oh goodness.
It's
I'm gonna go ahead and nudge Johan and be like, No.
Oh, no.
He was missing the conjoined twins. It's okay.
Hellcat. There's so many much easier ways for you to get around here, Cat.
Loki has the time.
That's Bailey.
Oh, Bailey.
I will set up the dome tonight to where it gives us cover, but it also gives us a direct eye line on the ship.
Okay.
So that way, yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. Trust issues,
And with that, the morning dawns, bright and crisp. A faint breeze bringing the salty smell of the air to you guys. And this is where we end off. as you will start your adventure anew on the high seas next week. You guys will all gain, rounding up because I don't want to do hard math.
8 Allosauruses and a near miss with the flaming fist.
Yeah, you guys will all gain
Well,
600.
and negotiation on boat passage.
Yeah.
You guys will gain 600 XP if you're not meat grinding, 660 if you are. And I was terrified that you were about to just level all of those miners earlier.
Gooder
No.
knew the
Turbo.
first time he heard it.
Turbo.
Gooder knew the first time he heard it, he was going to have to come to some sort of reconciliation within himself. So he wasn't too worried, but he wanted to
No,
make sure all
Billy.
his team was still worried.
Opinions.
Yep.
Aw.
Yeah.
And I want to come see your cats again.
Great night, great game, everyone. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Not
for
gonna lie,
playing
not
as
gonna lie,
always.
I figured you were gonna end it now, because I
And it-
figure you need to prep for sea voyage.
And it ended with a fabulous flourish.
It did.
That's right.
I love being able to pull people's backgrounds and like character stuff into games. It just makes me smile and makes me happy. And we haven't had Dantalus had the time to shine with his performance stuff fully.
Didn't even. Makes me mad that I redid my spells and took Major Image out because I was like, I'm not gonna need it for this. I need some other stuff for a ship voyage.
Yeah, I'm prepping like a voyage version spell list.
Druids are dope. They just wake up every day and pick new spells. So cool.
I just
But-
wake up and pick my.
But all right, everyone who's watching at home, this is where we are going to be ending for the night. Thank you so much for watching, as always. This has been Odyssey of Eternity, and if you like this, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Every little bit helps our channels.